And the best and the greatest day to be alive is today. And welcome to the Wise Hour. I'm your host, Jay Melane, also known as Wise, where we be dropping 24 karat gold bars. Indeed. Family. Hey, you want to know how to build unshakable confidence? Trust me, I got a international model here that's going to show you, tell you how, and so you will learn about her journey as well. So, family, I'm so excited. So I want you guys to get your notepads, your recording devices. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be 24 karat gold bars dropped indeed. But before we go into the show, I need you guys to subscribe, hit the like button, and definitely share. Hey, we are a community here, and more you push this out, more people will be empowered and inspired. So that's what we're looking for here. And I want to thank each person who hit the like, subscribe, leave comments, and everything. Because trust me, this has been 24 karat gold bars dropped indeed. So, family, I'm not going to hold you. So, let's go.
At the Wise Hour, we break through the night, bringing knowledge fire, so hold on tight. Every episode, a story to unfold. We're turning every minute into gold.
And this is the place where we be dropping 24 karat gold bars indeed. We had the amazing international model herself, Chelsea Thomas, in the house. What's going on, Chelsea? How you doing?
Hey, it's so good to be on. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm so thankful that you, out of your productive schedule, that you decided to go ahead and get onto the Wise Hour, because I'm so excited. I don't know what to do with myself. Family, we have an international model here, known this beautiful woman pretty much most of her life, but you have her here to be able to show us how to be confident in things we do. And I'm so proud of this amazing young woman and the things that she do. She's a powerhouse. She's dynamic. Known her family for a long time, and they've always been welcoming to me. So like I said, Chelsea, thank you so much for coming here. And so this is the first time you being on the Wise Hour, and so the community get to know you. Can you give a brief description of who you are?
Yeah, so I'm Chelsea and I'm an international model. I started my life doing modeling. Um, I have a lovely mom, dad, and younger brother. I'm 27 and I'm located in North Carolina. And yeah, I love living out my dream and my passion, and that's really huge for me. So that's a mini intro about me.
Awesome, awesome. And like I said, you're an amazing international model. And the spot, I'm going to go ahead and start asking the question, because I know folks want to know, because the modern industry is just a different process by itself. So, what sparked your journey into the modern industry?
Yeah. So when I was younger, I like always enjoyed like putting on my mom's clothes, heels. I loved like putting on wigs. Like I remember there was one year for Christmas, I was like, "Can I have a blonde wig?" And I don't know what sparked me wanting a specific blonde wig, but I wanted a wig. So my mom got it for me. So like even when I was younger, I would like play dress up so much. And then when I was like around 10, 11, I started with this agency that was actually here located in North Carolina. And they just really started to like build up the model side of me that I didn't know was like blooming at a young age. I remember when I first auditioned for them, like I had to walk on a stage. So like that was very intimidating, but like I was so like excited to do it and I felt so confident doing it and I like really wanted to like get in this agency.
Okay.
And then yeah, it worked out and you probably know them,
Yes.
Elder Rhonda,
Mm-hmm.
her agency. So yeah, I did that. And then years later down the road, when I was like my senior year in high school, I met a friend that was into fashion and he did photography at the school I went to. And he was like, "Hey, you really could like be a model. I would love for you to like model like for my projects here at school." And I was like, "Oh, that sounds cool. That sounds fun. Like I'm interested." So after that, like he actually started like leading me into the journey and like helping me like learn about the industry because I knew nothing about it. He also had like connections. Like that's how I also met my mother agent. and she was also like a runway coach. So like all in one package. So like all this started like my senior year of high school. And then when I started to like, he started like encouraging me, saying like, this is something you could turn into a career. I was like, like I never like thought about actually turning it into a career. Like it was like a young girl dream, but like I didn't know like how far I could take it, you know? And
Mm-hmm.
then yeah, he was like, you definitely could do it. So he started shooting me more and more. It just started boosting my confidence up. It started to like give me a little taste of like what the industry would be like. Oh, and like when I was younger, I also wrote like on a sticky note, I will be the next Tyra Banks one day.
Come
And
on now.
yeah, so the dream just started manifesting when I was young, and I never knew that it would have unfolded the way it did. So
24 karat gold bars dropped in and I didn't know part, especially about the school part. Now the other part with Ella Rhonda and that model NC on what they had for the youth. I remember that. I remember participating in a few of those sessions. But you in the school and you have met a photographer and met somebody who actually gave you some insight. It's amazing how, you know what I'm saying, God would purpose things and put people in your life to actually to I say catapult you or allow you to walk into the purpose or the enjoyment of your passion things in your life. And I didn't know that part, so it's just so amazing hearing that story for the first time. So with that being said, I'm going to ask this right here because I want people to understand where you say international. You said for a reason. You have modeled internationally in Paris, Italy, and also of course United States as well. So what are some of your favorite experiences from each place?
yeah, and also New Zealand. That's where I started.
New,
That's where I
New
started.
Zealand.
New Zealand. My favorite thing, and I'll start with New Zealand, was I was 19 when I traveled to New Zealand. So I was a teenager. I was on a flight by myself without my parents. So like it was very scary, like to be away from home. But it was also like a great experience. I was able to stay with a host family. So like I really enjoyed that experience because I never like stayed with a host family before. And it was actually the perfect beginning, especially with being in a unknown country at such a young age without my parents. Um, what was really fun was I worked for a shoe brand and we shot this campaign in a museum. And that was really fun. It was very creative, and I just loved how creative I was able to be. Also, I shot in a castle in New Zealand. That was also a highlight. And I was able to stay in the castle, and I stayed in this room, and I had like a bed up top. It was just, I don't know, it was so magical. It was a great experience. Even just like thinking about it now, I'm just like, wow, I stayed in a castle. Like I shot in a castle. It was for high end designers. So that was a great experience. And then Italy, I loved the culture and
Okay.
I loved like the language, the food. So I kind of fell in love with Italy. I worked with some high end designers, Versace, Max Mara. Those were some of my favorite experiences in Italy. And I was also able to meet some really nice girls because I stayed in modeling housing there. So I also like met a friend that I'm actually still friends with that lives in Milano. So anytime I go back to Italy, I still have like a model friend there. So that's really great. And then Paris, Paris was really great. I wasn't there for that long, but I was able to like do a show for Paris Fashion Week with the Indian designer. So that was
Wow.
really fun. So those are like memories that I like always hear from overbroad experiences.
Good. I have a question, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. Do you also did Fashion Week for United States as well?
Yes. So I did New York Fashion Week as well.
Okay, good, good. See, I'm telling you, well rounded. I tell you, man, 24 karat gold bars dropped indeed. And I love the experience, like you said, New Zealand, and you got a chance to travel the first time being 19 years old. And I know your parents. I know your parents. And the faith they had to have to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to send my daughter. I know she covered. She's got this. And send her to another country. Not, we know parents sometimes have trouble sending you to the next county. So, you know, and they trust the process of you being a young woman and all the things they have taught you and stuff that they know that, hey, you can go over there And like you say, yeah, host family, that you have place that you knew that you're going to be safe and stuff, and trust the process. And then you mentioned Italy, and that you enjoy the culture and the food. Now you got me wanting to go. I haven't been to Italy yet, but apparently now I need to go. But and you love the food and the culture, and you made the connections that is lifetime connections with others, that you're able to go overseas, and you can enjoy another experience and stuff. It wasn't just monitoring, but also building a relationship.
You are watching The Wise Hour with J. Melane Wise.
You are watching The Wise Hour with J. Melane Wise.
You're watching The Wise Hour with J. Melane Wise.
You're listening to The Wise Hour with Jay Wise. Have you not subscribed? Have you not told somebody else? Are we not commenting? We're on The Wise Hour. What we doing?
And with that being said, I want to jump into this question right here. Do you ever struggle with confidence early on your modeling journey, and how do you overcome it?
Yeah, I say I definitely did, and it's weird because I didn't think I struggled with confidence. I think sometimes I don't really want to say like overly confident, but that's kind of like the word that comes to my mind. Like I feel like I was kind of like, yeah, I got the experience. I've done shows because even before I went into the industry, I did a show in the British Virgin Islands, and so it was like a fashion show that they did like every year. So like I was able to like get the skill sets I needed before going in the industry. So I was like, I don't have to practice. I got it. I can pose. I can walk. I got it. But then like when I got into the industry, it was like a reality wake up call because I'm like, well, I guess I was a little too full of myself. Like I don't really have it as much as I think I do. Like I actually have to put in the work behind the scenes, like practice, stay rooted with it. So I feel like my confidence was tested a lot in the industry because it was very competitive. And so, it's not just about a pretty face or what you can do in the industry, but it's about like, what do you have that's different. It's not just about, oh, you can walk, oh, you can pose. No, it's about like, how can you stand out differently? Like, do we actually like you? Can we get along with you? Like, it's so much more to the industry than people think. And I feel like just seeing, like, being with the competition and seeing girls that were like, better than me, booking more jobs than me, that like really tore down my confidence. So the way I was able to like get through that, I had to like encourage myself, and my faith was like one of the big things that kept me sane. And I had to remember that the doors that God has for me are for me. And I just constantly reminded myself of that. And I just had to, just say, just be you. And, if they want you, they want you. All you can do is show up as your best self in yourself. And however they take that, that's what it is. So it was just like those constant affirmations and reminders to myself daily to like keep my confidence built. But it definitely wasn't easy. It was definitely a long journey to like get my confidence there because it was a lot of comparing, because there's always going to be a girl that's better than you, or has better skills than you, more uniqueness to them, or even smaller than you. Like there's just so many like, what do we call it, walls in the industry that you have to like break down or you will get sucked in it. So it's like, yeah.
Ooh, come on now. I got to do this right here. Yeah, Lego. Flago. Wow, that was straight fire. And the thing is, I love you being honest about it. Like, hey, I walked in this, it's a lot more work I got to do. And I see her doing this, and I had to step up my game here. Oh, let me have affirmation for myself. Let me have confidence in myself to deal with these things, because you get easy, like you said, these walls or things, you get easy have them things to crumble on you, or have these things to suck you in, and maybe you're not being Chelsea. You know what I'm saying? So you had to learn, what, I'm going to do this, but I'm going to maintain myself as well, my core being who God made me to be. And I love that about yourself. And I love your response on that. with us on this one right here, because I think people got misconceptions about how modeling works. So what misconceptions do people often have about modeling or the modeling industry?
Yeah, I think people think it's just this easy industry that anyone can walk into. Um, I feel like myths. Oh, as long as I'm pretty, I can get in the door. As long as I hate to use this word, as long as I'm skinny, I can get in the door. As long as I can maybe do a walk, I can get in the door. It's not as simple as people think it is. It's a very complex, competitive industry. Um, it's not what you think it is. It's a lot to it. Um, it's not all glamour to it. Like I remember, like backstage, there were times where, if we're keeping it real and honest, like we had to unchange in front of like strangers and all these models and people. Like there was no privacy. So it's not this whole glamour thing. Yeah, it's so fun to get your makeup done and your hair done, but even with that, like you have some people that aren't experienced with African American hair, so you have some people burning, our hair. So if you don't know how to do your own hair, then you might get hair damage. Like I came back from Italy and my hair was like damaged.
Oh, wow.
That I have a hairstylist here in Durham that was able to restore it and bring it back healthy. But yeah, so it's just like you have to take care of yourself, and you have to like know what you can handle and what you can't. And also, it's a cutthroat industry. And if you can't handle being cutthroat or criticism or no's and rejection, then you're not built for the industry. It's just these things you have to accept and know what you're walking into before getting in there. It's not an easy, oh, I'm just gonna get into the industry, book jobs. No, it's a long process, and unless you're the face and that they want in that season, it's a journey, and you have to be aware to be patient for the long journey that modeling comes with. So yeah,
Wow,
I hope
that's
you
20.
answered the question.
Yeah, that you did, and that's 24 karat gold bars dropped indeed. And actually, is going to lead into this part right here. We're going to talk about the coaching confidence behind the catwalk. So I had to make sure that now we got the understanding of the journey that amazing Chelsea Thomas had been through. Now we're going to talk about the part of what she's also definitely known for now, and that's her coaching response, her coaching ability. You are known as the confident coach. So, what does confidence mean to you at its core?
Yeah, confidence for me, I'll start back. Like I always saw confidence as like the looks. But the mature that I became and the more I just started to grow more in myself and learning more about my identity, I'm like, confidence isn't just about how you look. Confidence is about how you carry yourself. Confidence is about the everyday decisions you make. Confidence is about chasing your dreams, even if it's a long journey. Confidence is about, speaking up even when you might not be heard. Confidence is, speaking up to say your truth, to like say what you're trying to say. Confidence is just there's so many things to confidence that I've learned through my journey that has really helped me build up what confidence means to me. It's not just like this one thing, it's like so broad and big.
Come on now. And with that being said, she just 24 karat gold bars dropped indeed. And it's like I said, it's a big umbrella up there. But the thing is, you understand how the umbrella works, and you cover yourself in a certain way that you understand how confidence can motivate you. You got to have it in especially in a industry as modeling, because I see you and I see how you carry yourself, and that comes from the good characters that's inside of you, and also the strong, I guess you said, the family ties and your network of people you have in your life too. Unfortunately, I believe unfortunately, there are some young ladies and young men don't have that, so they can be easily persuaded and stuff. They don't have the confidence to stand, the confidence to believe in themselves. They, like you said, they may not get through the door, and they'll feel so let down, and they will choose another lifestyle that they should not, because they feel rejected because they didn't make it in this industry. And I love the way, like you said, you're unshakable. So what moment in your life when your confidence was shooken, and how did you bounce back?
When my confidence was shooken, I would say in the industry where I would use this as an example. I would see so many models booking all these jobs, and yes, I booked a handful of jobs and I'm so grateful for it, but I feel like I didn't go as far as I wanted to go in my career in the industry. And I feel like that really started to shake up my confidence, because I'm like, I put in so much hard work. I was so determined. I know all the sacrifices I've made to try so hard to like book consistent work in this industry, but yet it just seemed as many as many doors that I desired to be open didn't open for me. And I feel like that shaking really just like paused me a bit. And of because of that pause, I had to take a break, because there was so much trauma and things that I dealt with in the industry that also required a pause that led to me like losing my confidence. And I would say it was with that pause that helped me like find who I was, and that was like the shaking point to like building up my identity again.
Okay.
And that's even how like CMD and like confidence coach built in me, because it was my journey. And just to go back and see the pause, I feel like that's kind of what like built me up to like be able to accelerate and like have the mindset that I have now. Like all that built that up. um and by the way, I just forgot your question. I need you to ask me again.
So the only thing is how you bounce back. That's the question. I want to make sure, how do you?
How I bounced back. Yeah. So yes, during the pause, that's where I bounced back, when I was able to have just like a break from the industry and that time by myself to be able to like rediscover who I was. I feel like God gave me that pause, because he's like, okay, you got through the season that you need to go through in the industry, and you booked the jobs that you needed to book, though the doors were closed and that you desired to have open. They were kept closed for a reason, so that you could take this pause to be able to discover who I see you as. So that when you go back into the industry, you can get those doors, those authentic, purposeful doors that I will open. So that's the pause is what helped me bounce back, because I was able to have time to heal from past rejection, past hurt from the industry. Um, even times where I like be so hard on myself, like, oh my gosh, like why didn't this happen? What's wrong with me? Is it me? Like, why did I not book as many jobs as I wanted to book? And all along, it was because I needed that pause to like restore, to heal. Because if you're broken and you're not healed in that industry, it can eat you up. And I feel like God knew that, and he knows what we can handle. And it was necessary for me to take that pause to be built back up. And that's kind of, it was almost like the rejection in the nose is what built me up and built that fire within inside me to even birth the business that I have today. If all the doors would have been open for me as I look back, I would not have known what to do. I probably would have just been in this mindset of, yeah, I'm a model. This is all I am. Like, if I wouldn't have had the pause, I wouldn't have been able to discover, oh, I'm a business owner, because God knows me. Like, I am the type where if I give something my all and I am passionate about, I will stay stuck in that one thing. And it was like that pause helped me be more open-minded to the other things that I needed to discover with myself that I didn't know. So again, if I would have stayed and just being a model, I would have just been a model. And I don't know when I would have discovered when I was supposed to be a confidence coach, because, so I just feel like the path was unique and it was purposeful to help like boost my confidence back up to self-discover myself.
Come on now. 24 karat gold bars dropped in D. And yes, I'm about to play it. She said, broken but not healed. How many people in their journey of life, and I'll raise my hand, that you go ahead and you be broken and you did not seek the opportunity to be healed? And what she did is she took a pause. We got saying from another pastor friend of mine, and said pause from the call, and also pause, and also and another the business mobile, the Black business mobile as well. She's in ministry as well. Pause for the cause. You have to have a pause, and I'm happy that you say, you've been real. Hey, the things didn't have to wait. I have to take a pause because God knows me. It's I put my heart in something, I'm going forward. But by you taking the pause, taking the break, making an assessment of your life, and you realize there's other opportunities there. And you have, like I said, you have became this amazing confident coach that you help other young women and men who want to model. I know you focus most on the women, but anybody who want to model, you will teach them the confidence because you always took the journey. You already know how it is to feel a certain way and how to bounce back. And you have used techniques in your life that allow you to, like I said, expand. Because you know how to model, but it's also you know how to speak, you know how to coach, you know how to teach. And all them things come together and work as one. It's amazing to see how your journey
Leaders
goes.
don't wait for change. They create it. Champions don't walk alone. They stand together in faith in this great collaboration. This is your invitation to the Leaders Live Generously Prayer Breakfast of Champions, a gathering of visionaries, believers, and world changers. Where? I'm telling you, 32747 Grand Traverse, August 30th, 2025 at 9:30 a.m. It will be a morning of revelation, restoration, and renewed strength. Isaiah 40:31 says, "But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They'll mount up with wings as eagles." You know it's your time to soar. I need you to come expecting divine encounters, prophetic impartation, kingdom connections that will shift your life forever. Don't miss this moment with destiny, because when leaders pray, heavens move. I want to see you there. Click now on the link. This is Dr. Prophet Anthony Shannon signing out. I'll see you in the place.
And with that being said, I got a question, and this question right here is going to bless somebody right here. What advice would you give someone who feels stuck or invisible in their own life?
The advice I would give to someone who feels stuck and invisible in their life is you have to go through a self-discovery journey. And you have to explore all parts of yourself, and you have to explore what it is that you want in life, what it is that you're visioning for your life. Because I feel like the thoughts and the things that we want for our life isn't just in our head just to be there. Like, it's for a reason. It's speaking to you, saying this is your journey. And sometimes we ignore it, and sometimes, or we'll get the vision of what we want to do and then we'll stop. We won't do anything with it. So it's like, once you get that vision, you have to explore all parts of it, and you have to keep exploring it until it makes sense. Like, I can't even remember what year it was, but I always have a journal with me, and it's helped me throughout my life. And I remember I would just like journal things like, oh, maybe one year I'll do like a runway show for young girls and young boys. It'll just be like this big, massive stage, and we'll just do like a runway show. Or I wonder, maybe I'll do a clothing brand, or maybe I will do like a summer camp, that teaches people about, confidence, and like somewhere around that area. So it's just like I was writing all these ideas down. And then now when I look at my journey now, I'm like, oh, it makes sense why I was writing down those ideas. So like, any ideas or visions that you get, like, write them down and explore them. Like, you don't have to feel stuck, because stuck is what we choose to do. Like, it's not this one thing like, oh, well, if the door opens, I'll be unstuck. No. What if the door doesn't unopen? It's all in our mindset, and it's all in the work that we put behind the scenes. Because when you put work behind the scenes, even when you can't see it right away, it's eventually going to make sense down the road. So it's like, I feel like don't choose to be stuck. You can be unstuck if you believe that you can be unstuck, you know?
Come on now, 24 karat gold bars dropped indeed. Family, you don't have to be stuck. You can make the choice in your life to be able to achieve. I love the way that you said, I journaled. I wrote these things down now, and life came by, and these things came to pass when I reflect on the journal. And I have mentioned this on this platform and other platforms too. And somebody can come back and prove me wrong on this. We are the only creatures, the only beings that can take our thoughts and write them down. That be able to write these thoughts, and not just for ourselves, but be able to share the thoughts, not just with anybody else. And your journal is one thing for yourself, then publication is another. And be able to write thoughts out that would not just impact today, but generations to come. And I love the whole idea of that. Like you said, you learn the skill of journaling. And then guess what? I'm teaching the young women, teaching young men, hey, it's okay to journal, to write these thoughts down. And these things actually help you build your confidence as you move through the journey of life. 24 karat gold bars dropped in. Come on now, Chelsea. Come on now. You're doing it now. You're doing it now. So with that being said, because you have mentioned so many things about your journey, your life and stuff, and the business you have. So we're gonna talk. You said the word business. So what led you to start Chelsea Marlin Development?
The industry, being in the industry. I think I've always been built to be set apart, even when I didn't see it myself. I'll use a quick example. I did this runway show for my cousin because he started a designer line. And mind you, it's been forever since I've did like a show. So it felt like out of place, you know, like I felt like I graduated from that part. I mean, who knows how God will use it later down the road. If I'm meant to be on the runway, I will again. But like I just felt like out of place, like the leader side of me just wanted to like help them and, you know, encourage them. It just didn't feel right as I'm walking the stage again, you know. And I feel like with that example, building the business that I have now all led, like I was in the industry to like build this business today. Like I was meant to build this business. Like everything I went through, like to the rejection, to the eating disorders, to the I don't know, feeling too set apart, sometimes not being able to connect with everyone, like all the things that I went through in the journey of being a model is what like built me up for my business. Because mind you, I'm a confidence coach and I give tips on how to be confident, how to like get through your journey, how to be unstuck. And these are things that I experienced myself. And I believe I was supposed to experience that to be this confidence coach that I am. Because if I did not go through the things I went through, then I would not be able to help you feel unstuck. I wouldn't be able to help build you up. I wouldn't know how to do that if I didn't have to like live it out, you know. If my life was so easy where I booked job after job after job after job and you know my path was super easy, then I wouldn't be this confidence coach, you know. So I feel like my journey is what like led me to like building this up. And it's weird. I never saw myself having this business of even being a confidence coach, you know, coming up with these strategies to help young girls or to even help aspiring models. Like I never saw this. So to this day, it still like surprises me. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. And family, we're gonna have the link for this amazing company that Chelsea has, and it's gonna be just below the like button in the description. So you definitely want to, if you are interested in yourself as a woman, young man who want to be involved in modeling, or if you know somebody who's interested in it, you definitely can point them that way. Because like I said, before we see the people glory, but sometimes we don't see the story that led them to the glory. And that's a story. She said she had challenges with eating disorder. You had challenges dealing with confidence one time. You had challenges dealing with just people and you being real, but you overcame them and you came successful with it. And the thing is, you're not keeping it just to yourself. You are teaching others how to manage and live a better life through your experience you have. I think that's so amazing and so empowering. All right, got a few more questions, and then we're gonna wrap up this amazing podcast. You are also known as a lifestyle influencer. How do you define influence with integrity?
That's good. Um, just staying true to my purpose and my values and putting out content that is impactful and that is also, how do I say, it's kind of like a balance. Like I still, I'm a model, so I still put out, the fun fashion shoots, the creative shoots, but I also put out, content that aligns with like my brand. So like showing people my journey and being authentic and being raw so that they can feel inspired, so that they can be impacted. So just staying purpose driven and
Come on now.
producing valuable things, because it's not just about me. I don't want people to just see me, but I want them to see, like, I want them to feel inspired. I want them to feel hopeful when they see my content, just not just seeing my face. Like that's a part of me, and I still like implement that in, but it's bigger than that. So balancing the two out.
Awesome. I love that. And like I said, gonna be links below the like button in the description, because if you ever check out her Instagram, she'll show you. It tells a story. You see the whole lot of people got pictures and stuff, but your ability to model, you see that you are a model within the framework of all the photos and all the things that you share on your platform. And of course, you'll get more information about how people can get in contact with you later on. But definitely Instagram is just it is a model paradise. I love it. Always tell you a neat story of the place, and you model a certain way. It just bring attention to it in such a detail. So you're right. You definitely are a model, and how you show that, and that was saying you even show that in the, not just on a walkway or runway, but also in the standpoint of social media. You had this great gift for actually showing it in photos as well, because you, of course, you're a model. So I'm gonna throw this one at you, and I believe this is a good one for everybody else to know. What legacy do you want to leave behind for those who's coming after you in this industry?
A big thing for me is I want to leave a legacy of showing young girls, and of course I try not to leave out the young boys as well, because they need love just as much as the girls do. But I want to leave a legacy to like inspire them that you don't have to feel stuck in doing something you're not happy in doing. Like it is possible to build your unique skills, your unique gifts, whatever that is, to live out your dreams, to live out your passion. And I feel like it's very important for me to like build those strategies and build those techniques to help those that, for especially young people, but also young adults that don't know how to get to where they want to go, that don't know how to like live out their dreams. I'm a big believer on that, like doing something that brings you fulfillment and that brings you passion. Like also, I'm still living that in my own journey. Like I as I took my pause, I explored early childhood education, because I'm like, I like kids. I worked with kids when I was younger. I was like, okay, when I dream big. So I'm like, let's get into the industry of preschool and let's see how this works. So I tried that, and I was like, okay, well, if I do this, one day I'm going to open multiple preschools, because again, I always just dream big beyond my eyes can see. But then when I got into the industry of the preschool era, I started to like learn the business. Like God landed me at the perfect job that was right for me, like as my last preschool job. And as I started to learn the business, I was like, this is too much. I can't do it. It's too much responsibility. It's not for me. Then that's when the dream started to change. But I was there to build the skills. Those skills that I've learned at this current job has helped me build the skills I need for my current business. So it's very interesting how God works. So I was able to build a lot of myself at that job. But this new phase of my life, I'm transitioning out of that because I've graduated from being a preschool teacher, and I'm meant to pursue full-time entrepreneurship and go back into the industry however he leads me. So I say that for a reason. I say that because whatever parts you explore and experience in your life, don't knock it down. Like, it's all to build you up to where you're going. So don't shove it away, don't push it away, embrace it, grow, learn from it, and when it's time to graduate from it, then you'll go to the next level and you'll just keep going up from there. So
Oh, come on now. That's flex. Yeah, Lego. That's straight fire right there. And I love that you say you take the lessons that you have learned in life. She said y'all should, hopefully y'all wrote this down. That is, I dream big. Family, you ain't getting nothing else. Dream big. Have big dreams. It's okay to have big dreams, and guess what? It's okay to have other big dreams as well. So you went there and you learn how to be a preschool teacher. You learn the process, the flow, and everything. Then you realize, I need to shift. This is not the direction. Even though I learned this ain't the direction. Guess what? I'm not gonna be stuck. But why do I want to be a entrepreneur and pursue my passion, which is modeling? And with that, all the skills that you learn there, you're able to translate and bring that into the fold of your business and actually your company. So I'm so proud to hear that from you. And, as a entrepreneur, as a business owner, that you stepped out on faith and you are doing these things. Some people get things, I done this, I learned this, then we continue to do that. And you say, I'm going to step out and I'm going to pursue a passion. Now, I ain't going to forget the skills and the things I've learned, but I'm going to use it and I'm going to apply it to the things I'm doing now. Amazing, amazing, amazing. One more question for you. Define the word life and what the life means to you.
you said life.
Yes, define the word life and what do life means to you.
Life to me is living in a way that feels fulfilling and purposeful, a way that aligns with who you are.
Come on.
That's, to me, life is chasing, at least for me, life for me is chasing your dreams, even when it's not always perfect, even when it's not always easy, but still keeping the mindset that it's possible and that it will happen, and keeping the faith. And that's life for me. Just keep going and doing that thing that is within your heart and continuing to chase it until you get to the finish line. That is life for me.
There you go. 24 Karat Gold Bars dropped indeed. And I appreciate your response. I love it. And with that being said, if anybody want to get in contact with you, Chelsea, how can they get in contact with you?
You can get in contact with me. I would say the easiest way is Instagram, which my Instagram handle is Chelsea Elise Thomas. It has my links. I have a link tree where I also sell an ebook that talks about my journey and provides helpful tips to feel unstuck, but also build your confidence. So all that's in my Instagram link. But if you don't have an Instagram and you can't find me on there, I also have a Facebook, Chelsea Thomas, and my email, chelseathomas1625@gmail.com.
Awesome. And definitely the links will be below, and definitely check them out. And like I said, amazing. If you I'm on IG, I'm not really on Facebook, but I am on IG. And like I said, just seeing the structure and see how your social media profiles and how you structure every day. Because you do a lot of teaching as well as show people how to model. And modeling is not easy, not just simply just taking a picture. It's an artistic style that you have to have. And the standpoint with lighting, your position, the placement of things, amazing. So you are definitely, a high-end model. And we appreciate you come on the Wise Hour to show us, to empower and inspire us to, for those who are definitely looking to be in the industry. And we'll love you to come back on another future episode of the Wise Hour as well. So thank you, Chelsea, so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Indeed. All right, family, make sure you check them links out. And like I said, you want Chelsea to come back to explain some more stuff, definitely hit the comments below and stuff. So thank you, Chelsea.
Yeah.
Family, I know you was empowered and inspired from this amazing show today. Gosh, Chelsea, she's doing the thing, she's doing it. She's an entrepreneur. She have learned her life lessons through journeys and stuff, and she's sharing with other young women and young men who want to get into the model industry. So I thank her again for taking the opportunity to come on the Wise Hour. So definitely check out her profiles, go on her social medias, and check out her links and stuff, and support her in this. And like I said, if you know anybody who's interested in being a model, I tell you, there's no better person than Chelsea Thomas that can actually be able to teach them, to empower them to have the confidence, and teach them the skill set how to do it in a professional way and integrity as being a model. All right, family, I have a merch line. As you go to the link right here, you can check out the t-shirts and stuff. And that's also a best way to also support this amazing podcast as well. So we thank each and every person who bought a t-shirt. Keep it doing. And like I said, I would go ahead and be making other designs as well. All right, family, love is a action word. While you're taking the time to love yourself, make sure you show love to someone else. And we'll see you on the next The Wise Hour. So family, take care and peace.
Walking down this lonely road, heart heavy like a stone. Whispers in the night air tell me I'm not alone. Shadows try to hide the light, but love shines so bright. Even in the darkest times, it will be my guide. Love will always find you. Love never fails. Through the highs and lows, love prevails. Love will always find you. Love never fails. In your heart and soul, love will prevail. Days may come and fade. Feel the beating of my heart. Close your eyes and feel it too. Love is never far apart. When the world is cold and gray and you can't find your way, just remember what I say. Love is here to stay. Love will always find you. Love never fails. Through the highs and lows, love prevails. Love will always find you. Love never fails. In your heart and soul, love will prevail.